Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps. This is your education channel, Intellectual Kshatriya's channel. At South Asia Maps, your presenter Dr. J. Reddy will bring you diverse fields of knowledge, abstract ideas into iconographic form. Mitronam, we are continuing our fascinating agriculture series. This is part 15. The point of today's discussion is we'll be talking about the cropland in the mainland China. Cropland in China. China has around about 135 million square kilometers, million hectares of the cropland, and its land area, geographical area is around about 950 million hectares. After this presentation, you will get a very great clarity of the cropland in China with perspective comparison to cropland overall on the planet Earth. And Mitrona, and if you are new to my presentations, I have posted a series of topics around about 619 or so in 2024. September, you see all the playlists there and diverse fields of knowledge, Indology, human ecology, and agriculture. You can explore them in detail, the topics you like. That is South Asia Maps, JRD. This is our agriculture series, your presenter, and we are in topic 15. The cropland in China is around about 135 million hectares. So you have to see the nuances of what is a cropland, arable land, agricultural land, pasture land, meadows. Cropland is where you grow the crops. If you add the grazing land, pasture land, it becomes agricultural land. So there is a difference between cropland is always less for any nation, whereas the agricultural land will be little more in some nations. And if you are new to my presentations, and you can see I posted other series also, the United Provinces, Bengal series, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Rayalaseema, Karnataka series, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, four Punjabs, and this is West Punjab, East Punjab, and so on. You can see all of them at my main YouTube channel. This is essentially the same thing. You will get a little more detail here. So, planet Earth has 150 units. This is in the millions, square kilometers. The surface area. Water body is 360. Combine them 510. Very easy to remember. 150 land area. That is, a person lives 100 years. Healthy person lives 50 years more. 150. 1 square kilometer is 1000 meters means 1 followed by 60 square meters. Very easy. Because 1 square kilometer is 100 hectares. That means here you have 6 zeros in a square kilometers, 6 zeros with respect to meters. In hectares, we'll get 4 zeros. These are all in square meters. Very easy because 1 square kilometer has 100 hectares. The surface land area, because surface land area per capita, how many square meters of the land is present in China? Remember, China has 9.5 million square kilometers, nearly 10, but actually is 9.5. This million square kilometers, if you multiply by 100, that becomes hectares. 950 million hectares. And if you add meters, square meters, you have to add four zeros, right? So this is 95, 950 plus four zeros. How many people are present in China? 2024, round about 1400, 1410 million people. So you divide 950 followed by four zeros by 1410, you get 6738. Very easy. If you make this assume is 1,000, and if there are 10,000 here, you get one zero extra, add to that 9,500. We have 6,700 because this is 400 extra here. So very easy. This is the surface land area. That means first in China, every person will get around about 6,700 square meters of the land. This is the land, this is the area. The same thing we are following for cropland. So China has, remember, China has 135 million hectares of the cropland. We have given 135 million hectares here. Remember, 1 hectare has a four zeros next to it. If you convert into square meters, you get four zeros. And because you again divide by 1400 people or so, you get 958. So cropland per person in China is round about 958. You can say round about 1000 square meters. 1000 square meters only the cropland. That means 1000 square meters is how much? Very easy. If you say 33, 33, 33, it becomes 1000. That means if you fence it for every person, you will put in 33 square meters area, that becomes around about 900, 950 or so. So we got this information from this world maps. So this gives 134. I made it 135. So to round it up. And China share in the global land is 8% nearly. See how much cropland earth has. If you say 150 here, these are the million square kilometers. Make it 10%, you get 15. That is million square kilometers. That means 1500 will be hectares, million hectares. We added little bit here. They added around about 1600 or 1700. So a little more than 10% of the surface land will be the agriculture, that is cropland in the planet Earth. That is exactly the size of Russia, Russian Federation. Russian Federation has a 17 million square kilometer. That means 1700 million hectares. So the world cropland, I put it 1700 in other presentations. Sometimes I might have said it 1600 or so instead of 1700. So keep in mind where we get the statistics and here also. That means because the Lebanon is exactly 1 million square kilometers, that is 10,000 square kilometers, 1 million hectares, you can have 135 times the, you can fit in China, that will be the agricultural land. So here we have given 135. These are the million hectares, the cropland in China, and the 950 will be the surface area. Egypt is exactly, these are the square kilometers. That means Egypt has exactly 100 million hectares. So this is in 1000, right? So 100 million hectares. Spain is 50. Iceland is 10. South Korea is 10. Costa Rica, Lebanon is 1 square kilometer. And I have put, in order to understand this Mitronam, you have to comprehend the, I have put areas, surface areas on the planet Earth. You look in the playlist game, geographic areas made easy. I made it very simple here. So you get a square kilometers like this. If you put thousand here, six zeros means 1 million square kilometers. 1,000 kilometers, 1 million. That is exactly size of the Egypt. There are three or four geopolitical units on the earth. They have 10. I rounded it up. That is Canada, United States is 10, China 10. We have given 9.5. Again, remember, disputed areas, water bodies, those minor things we have omitted. So, where Europe, west of Ural Mountains is 10. Entire Russia is 17, including across the Ural Mountains. So, you get it? This is the land area 150, water body 360, and surface area 510. If you remember that easily, you can very easily get the entire concept. This picture you have to keep in mind. That is 10, 10, 10. The South America is 17, same as the Soviet Union. China is 10. So what did we talk? So where did we get it? We got this. The picture 134. China has 134 million hectares cropland, whereas the world has around about 1700, all in million hectares cropland. And you see the cropland among the 1700. If you go to this place, you can find it. Yeah, that is the cropland by the country. You see the China 134. That's what we are talking about. So what? How do you comprehend the entire thing? Is very easy. The planet Earth has 100 plus is 150 million hectares surface area. Four countries are units like China and entire Europe west of Ural Mountains, and United States and Canada have 10 units, means million square kilometer. Because the planet Earth is 150, 10% of will be 15 million square kilometer. 15 means 1500 million hectares. Add two zeros. Little more than will be 1700 million hectares of the cropland, not agricultural land. Agricultural land will be little more because it gets the pasture land, grazing land. That will deal some other time. Among 1700, if you say 10%, you will get 70, 170. India is 170 and China is a little less than 170. We say 135 we counted. So very easy to remember. 135 what means? Entire South Africa is round about 1200,000 square kilometers. That means 1.2 million hectares. That means 120 million, sorry, 1.2 million square kilometers, 120 million hectares. Little more than that means you said 1200. China's cropland is 1350 or so. So little more than if you add the Swaziland and those areas, enclaves or borders, it will get around about 1300. You get it. So that's what we are talking about today. And there are similar series in ecology that overlaps with agriculture. You can also look at them. I have posted them in 4 or 5 playlist in my channel. You can go and look at them. So thank you very much, Mitronam, joining me today about the China, the cropland 135 million hectares, that is nothing but 1.35 million square kilometers, around about this much cropland per person in square meters, this much surface land per person you will get in China. Thank you very much. And if you like these presentations, you can post your comments or suggestions and even bring it to the notice of your friends or even subscribe it. Thank you very much, Dr. J. Reddy.